Okay, I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing here, but this is a Japanese lady. Isn't she beautiful? She was sent to me by someone on a UK seller's Facebook page. I can't remember which one it is. Anyway, I thought I'd try and do this drill with Mies. And showing you my progress as I go along. I hope you can all hear me. I do have a tendency to mumble, and I don't have a proper microphone yet. I would like to get one so I can do better videos. Anyway, so how was your day? I had a pretty uneventful one, I must admit, but this quarantine is starting to get me down. I should imagine it's getting everybody down. And seeing streets deserted on the news, just, it's quite frightening, really. And I guess that's how I got into this hobby. I only started last week, and I'm still pretty nervous and still pretty excited. I've been expecting lots of stuff from various places, and I'm really excited. It's the first time I have a hobby that's away from the laptop, so yeah. And my parents have been telling me to get off my laptop for years now, just hadn't been interested until, so that again, my parents has told me to get off my laptop for years now, and now I'm finally off it. I bet you they're going to tell me to stop doing this and do something else instead. That's the way of life, isn't it? So have I got any funny stories to tell? Well, I saw my older cat, Lucy, she's a tortoiseshell, teach the younger cat, Moana, who is not even 2 yet, how to hunt. And she was definitely teaching her, because she bought something, it was alive, and she's normally very protective of her prey. So to watch that was amazing. I mean, normally she hates Moana. And yeah, there's that. Watched an interesting new show called Van der Valk. It's a remake of an old show, but this time with Mark Warren. He's actually quite a good actor. I've seen him in a few things. But my favourite living actor right at the moment is Jason Isaacs. Ever heard of him? He's such a wonderful man. And I urge you to watch his YouTube videos, because he likes public media, and he likes to make videos, and he likes to use his voice for what he can. Are any of you fans of a show called Line of Duty? He did a comic spoof comic spoof role. So cool. And if you don't know him from that, he's Lucius Malfoy in Harry Potter. So yeah. If anyone told me on a scale of addictive ability this was B, I would have probably laughed and said, no, that's not going to be me, but it is. I've got quite an addictive personality anyway. Shake these a bit. I'm doing an arrow pointing to the conservatory doors, if you can see those. And I am supposed to be doing compassionate resilience. I have anxiety, fibromyalgia, depression, ME, you name it. I've had shingles twice And that's very difficult if you haven't had chicken pox, which I haven't. I must have carried the disease, but not ever had it. I did nearly die as a baby. That's quite fun fact about me. Don't think anybody else in the family would find it a fun fact, but I do. I've probably done all of this wrong. But So, any of you have pets? I hear it's my cats. I can't believe how well behaved one of my cats is being around me when I'm doing this. He's a big fluffy ginger called Orlando, and he sheds like crazy. Honestly, you'd always take a little bit of Orlando with you where you go. We went up to Scotland, and I think some of his fur was trapped in our luggage somewhere. It was. Doesn't let us go anywhere without a bit of him. But he's gorgeous. Wouldn't swap him for the world. Really friendly. He's one of those cats that likes to have his head scratched and belly scratched, and he'll ask anybody for a belly rub. He really is anybody's for a belly rub. Compassionate Resilience course. It's okay. I've read through the information. I'm not sure if it's for me. I'm doing it because I'm waiting to be seen on a one-on-one, and obviously with the virus that won't be happening for a long time now. We don't know when the lockdown is going to be opened up. We don't know when we're going to be allowed out on the streets again. And I'm agoraphobic. I have a fear of crowds, and I can't deal with a lot of people all the time. Even my immediate family can sometimes. And I live with 4 of my immediate family. I'm a single person, no children, no partner. Which was my dream. I wanted to get married and have children, but the way that my age is and my health, I don't think that's likely ever to happen. So yeah, that was my dream when I was a teenager. I didn't have dreams to become managers or supervisors, or didn't dream to work in any big companies. I dreamt of being a wife and a mother. Now that might sound old-fashioned, but hey, it was my dream. I wanted to be like my mother, because my mother is my best friend. Anyway, any of you feel like that about your mother, that they're your best friend? Missing my nephew though. Missing my nephew Riley. He can be funny. You're probably going to give me tips on how to not make my hand stick. I probably should have worked this one section at a time, but as I said, I'm new to this and I couldn't wait to get started. So, yeah. Can't wait to get her face finished because it's going to look, she's going so pretty. She's got a lot of hair to do. Right. I'm doing this at night. Everyone's in bed. So it's quiet and I can do this. So who else suffers from anxiety then? It sounds like someone's coming downstairs.
You still down there?
Hang on. Yes, I'm still down here!
Okay.
Sorry, that was my dad. I sleep downstairs, so I'm down here all the time. I don't know why he asked that question, but there you go. Hair. I'm going to have to try and remember to brush my hair and put it in a ponytail before I start this, because a lot of my hair's fallen into this. And I've got underactive thyroid. I can't afford to lose any more hair. It's longer than it has been though, because of the pandemic. What's the first thing you're all going to do when you can? I am going to go to a hairdresser's and have my hair done exactly the way I want it. All dyed different colours. Have a bit of a pink tinge to it, with blonde mixing in with red, and I had that before and it was really nice. I want it again. Because I have my hair dyed all sorts of colours. I can't stand my natural hair colour. It's boring. It's hard to find things to talk about. Music. Yes, let's talk about music. I love a band called Nightwish. I think that Tuomas Holopainen, if that's how you pronounce his name, I'm so sorry if I butchered that, is to me a modern day Mozart. He's a genius. All of their albums have their own distinctive personality. Oh, really got to do down here before the stick goes. As I said, this is my first one. So, well, I've got a basic 16 by 16 which I've completed. That was only £3. And it was quite easy. Easier than this one. I hope you can hear me. Otherwise, this was just a waste of time. I'm doing right in the corner now. Almost had a Duran Duran song in my head then. Yeah, Duran Duran, another good band. Really love Duran Duran. But back to Nightwish, yes, we were going to see them this year, I was. My very first concert, because I have never been to a concert or a gig. I had a very boring life. Unless you count going to see her sister play in pubs when she was a child, because that's what I did. Because she was in a band back in the day. And she can sing. Really jealous of her ability to be able to sing, and the fact that she's got really gorgeous hair. But my mother always says gods and almonds. which means that gods always give almonds or something difficult to eat to those with no teeth. Something good cannot be appreciated. But I'm appreciating this. It's only kept me busy this past weekend, thank you. Because I was looking to get off my laptop, try different things. That's what this year was supposed to be about. Be different. But coronavirus struck. And of course I had to pick a hobby where most things are made in China. I have discovered that my favourite artist has commissioned ones that are made in Germany, but they're hell expensive. I don't have a multiplacer yet, or a Diamond Art Club, but one's coming on its way. Mandy Manzano's Camellia Lady. Seen that done on YouTube a few times. Mrs. Coffee and Mrs. Crochet and Coffee has it. I think that's the name, Crochet and Coffee. Mrs. Coffee. She has it. Or had it, I don't know. And when I saw the colours and the style, I just fell in love, and I just had to have it for myself. Spent way too much money this week. But not much else we can do. We can try. My mum's getting a bit tired of lockdown. She's a people person. She wants to be out there and be with people again, but she can't. Which is sad for her. As I said, I've got agoraphobia and I'm fed up with it, so must be driving you extroverts up the wall. I'm more of an introvert. That's why the camera's not on me. If you can see my hands, this is a sign of anxiety. Look. It's not because I enjoy doing that. So yeah. Suppose we should have the que sera sera attitude to life. Whatever will be, will be. Future's not ours to see. Films. What was the last good film you watched? Mine was Strange Magic. It was really good. Really interesting take on William Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. And I loved the main couple. They were an interesting choice for a main couple. Alan Cumming voices that film. He's a great voice artist, he is. Yeah, if this is going to be a channel, you'll hear me talking about films and actors that I love quite a lot. I love the cinema. Oh, notice that everything's all wonky around here. Just like my brain. So I'm having to place all these individually. Which is hard work, really. It's horribly confusing because there's a similar symbol that goes the other way, so you have to really look. I've avoided this one like the plague, but I can no longer. So what's your favourite things to do? Mine's reading. I used to like writing, but at the moment it's becoming like a chore rather than an enjoyment, which is why I wanted to find something else to do. Hair is stuck. I haven't got tweezers to tweeze it out. I chose this because I can't do cross stitching. I do not have the patience for it. But this is quicker than cross stitching. You're in a bit more control. And I probably will have less bad words to say about things. I don't swear. I know that might sound weird, but I don't. We have a lot of made up swear words in our family, so if you hear any of them, coming out of me, they're just things we say when we're frustrated, because none of us in our family swear. I don't like it. Can't wait to get one of the ones I've ordered. It's a present from a friend, very generous present from a friend. And it's a picture of something I've already got as a jigsaw puzzle. It's a lady with long black hair in a light green dress